to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in Vedas as fruitive activity karma kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not to have a complete faith in chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sangha conference call. Let us move on to our next part of the session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all joined this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashamati Priya Devi Dasi from Chicago, Elgin.
Hare Krishna, Yashumati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association. Welcome to the call, Mataji, and all glories to your wonderful services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining. Hare Krishna, Mataji, is this the first time you are joining, Mataji? How do you say your name, Stacy? Is that right? You can't unmute.
Yes, I am having initiation on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Very nice, Mataji. From which Maharaj, Mataji, are you taking?
Bhakti Marga Maharaj, and Sanatana Dharma Das is one of my Shiksa gurus.
Oh, Hari Bol. Welcome to the
Hari.
call, Mataji. Very happy to have you on the call. Welcome. We have Sanatana Dharma Prabhu every other Friday. He comes here and give the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Hare Krishna. And we do have a Srimad Bhagavatam classes every day, but different speakers. Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji and devotees. I'm Sudhakar joining from Saudi Arabia.
Hare Krishna Sudhakar Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining, and all glories to your services, Prabhu. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dharmika Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Dasi from Raleigh. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every single day, giving your sweet association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Kandarika Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam to you and all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Assembled devotee. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day, giving your sweet association. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna Vendagandhita Mataji, Dhanvat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. This is Radha Pyari Devidasi from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna Radha Pyare Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, for joining every day, chanting so nicely. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandhavika Mataji, please accept my pranam. My pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sundarangi Radha Devidasi from India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Sundarangi Radha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Mataji, from joining from India and doing your services. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody? Hare Krishna everyone. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Sanatana Dharma Prabhu to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 5th chapter, 49th verse. Before I hand over the call to Sanatana Dharma Prabhu, I request Sudhakar Prabhu to take over the call from here and give a brief introduction of Sanatana Dharma Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji and devotees. His Grace Sanatana Das Dharmadas Prabhuji is a brahmachari monk and is a disciple of His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj Ji. Prabhuji has been practicing bhakti for more than 2 decades. Prabhuji is also a professor of higher Vedic sciences and is also an ex-manager of the Tata Motors. Prabhuji is a graduate from the NIT Trichy, yes, and is also a graduate from the guitar from the Trinity School of the Music. Prabhuji has rendered a variety of services in the past, like college preaching, youth mentoring, congregation preaching. He's the center head and youth preaching secretary and director. Prabhuji has completed various courses like Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti Vedanta, teachers training course at all levels, and now teaches them to a variety of the audiences. Prabhuji loves to perform kirtan with his harmonium and the guitar. Prabhuji also is a host of the Seedhi Baat Prabhu ke Saath on Hare Krishna TV, and where he continues to share deep spiritual insights. Prabhuji, through his Yoga for Modern Age seminars, has inspired and trained over 100,000 students and corporate professionals. Hare Krishna Mataji, back to you.
Thank you, Sudhakar Prabhu, for that introduction. I think Prabhuji is not yet joined. I will continue my chanting until Prabhuji join.
Mataji, Prabhuji is coming.
Yeah, he's there, Mataji, he's there. Need to connect to the audio. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Sanatana Dharma Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining this early morning and giving us Srimad Bhagavatam class. I now hand over the call to you, Prabhu. It's 8th canto, 5th chapter, 49th verse. Prabhuji, over to you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Her Grace Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, for inviting me, having me. I'm just adjusting my camera settings so that if I'm asking devotees to turn on the videos, then even I need to be present, right? Vibrantly present. So thank you, dear devotees, for coming and increasing the vibes and energy in this Sangha. I'll be happier if you all can turn on videos. I understand some of you may be doing something else. That's completely fine, but just be there. Thank you. We'll start with prayers without further ado. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, very, very happy and ecstatic to be with all of you. Thank you, some of you, for turning on your videos. And I believe as the time progresses, all of you will be inspired, at least some of you, so that we feel there are Vaishnavas here. Okay, so we're discussing from the 8th canto, chapter number 5, which is the appeal of the demigods to the Supreme Lord. And they're appealing because the demigods have lost their amritattva, their immortality. One of the names of demigods is immortals. They're called immortals, right? All others feeling sleepy. So very, very sorry. Cannot switch on light. Okay, sure, no problem. 8:5:49. That's the text. And they're all appealing to the Lord that please save us. We have lost our immortality. Yes. And because of the curse of the great sage Durvasa. And that too, we didn't do anything. This leader, Indra, he did something and we lost. So please pray. And who's praying on behalf of demigods? It's Brahma who's praying on behalf of demigods. Right? So Brahma is a good leader. Yes. He owns the problem. When demigods go to Brahma, that time Brahma doesn't say, come on, that's your problem. You figure out. Go to Durvasa and go and settle it off. Brahma doesn't do that. Brahma says, yes, this is a problem. I recognize it. Come with me. We'll go to Dham and do more sadhana. Let's do Krishna consciousness. Yeah. Yesterday I was reading the 5th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, first chapter. And that was all glories of Priyavrat Maharaj. Yes, and glories of Priyavrat Maharaj. Come on, he became the second son. Oh, he ruled the entire universe. He was not just the ruler of Earth planet. He was ruler of the whole universe. My God. And he ruled for a period of 1.1 billion years. Amazing. He would have all his material desires fulfilled, yet be fully Krishna conscious. Number 4. Surprising, right? Astonishing. And more than that, he created 7 oceans. So listening to all of these things, Parikshit Maharaj's mind is boggled. Then Shukadev Goswami says, there is nothing impossible for a devotee of Urukrama. Krishna is called Urukrama, one who can do anything. He can do the unthinkable, unimaginable. So can a devotee do something which is unthinkable and unimaginable. So Brahmaji also believes in that Siddhanta. You all just improve your bhakti. Yes, just improve your devotional service. You will be powerfully empowered. The kind of empowerment you will get will be really amazing. And we should all have faith in this particular statement. We just improve in our Krishna consciousness. So much can be done. Even His Holiness Satswarup Das Goswami Maharaj in his book Japa Reform, he writes, a lot can be accomplished by simply, sincerely approaching our japa. Yeah, a lot can be accomplished. But what do we do in our japa? Planning. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. Okay, I'll get this thing done. We don't put the round down. We just ensure we clip our beads. We are on this bead. How many rounds done, Prabhuji? 3 rounds and 28 beads. To be precise, 3 rounds and 28 and a half. I only could do Hare Krishna part. Hare Rama is not done. So we clip it there. We go ahead, remove the clip and do from there. This is devotional service in Kali Yuga. So you're all smiling because we've all done it. We exactly check. Okay. All right. No problem. So in our times, I remember the way we were trained, our mentors, if you are talking in your japa, drop the round. Drop the round. Prabhuji, just three malas remain. Drop it. Come. Chant again. Which means 105 done so far. Can't I chant 3 more mentally and finish it? 108. Pull my counterbeat now. Again. So that was one lesson we had to do. And then again, chanting in between japa. If a junior devotee taps you for some service, you can tell them, wait, japa is going on. Wait. If some senior comes, you will drop the japa and say, yes, Prabhuji, please tell me what to do. So all these things we have to learn. But the whole point here is Brahmaji and his whole thing is he's doing kirtan and teaching the demigods the power of Sankirtan, coming together and praying. Yes. And that is the hope for all of us, Sankirtan. So we are witnessing the Sankirtan of demigods. That's happening in Shvetudit Dham, which we cannot go at least in this body. Yes, in this body we cannot go there, this current body. So that's the sadhana that's the principle of Bhagavatam. Come together, let's do Sankirtan. That will empower us in true sense. So similarly here with we're making the same attempt, all of us coming together, and that spirit of Sankirtan can be felt actually when everyone turns on their videos. That's when we feel the spirit. Otherwise, okay, X number of devotees are there in the Zoom chat, Zoom room. How many are there actually? We don't get that feeling. It's about feeling. Otherwise, Brahmaji could have told, right? Okay, you join online. Prabhu. Varuna says, okay, I actually have some very important business. Okay, fine, you come online. We will stream it with deep live. Okay. Varuna says, I also have some problem. Okay, no worries. Prabhu, you can You can keep your video off. No, at least we can turn on the videos. Ideal scenario would have been all of us together physically, but that's not possible. But at least virtually, let's be together, right? So that the spirit of Sankirtan can be felt. We are all coming together to glorify the Lord. Okay. So coming down to today's shloka. Govinda. Is this the one? No, this is not the one. Hare Krishna. I just read that verse. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So each time there is a deficiency felt, we need to understand that all the problems, this is what even Satsvarup Das Maharaj writes and even Srila Prabhupada emphasizes. The root cause of all problems is improper japa. That's the root, ultimately. That's the root. Because the problems are given. Why do problems? Who gives problems? Krishna is ultimate cause. Sarva Karana Karana. Okay, why would Krishna want his devotees to be in problem? So that they become serious in bhajan. And the sadhana, there's no other reason. So here is where I have titled this particular discussion as, what are the roots? Yeah, that's what Brahmaji's whole assignment every time. Every time there's a problem in the universal administration, this is where Brahmaji focuses. What are the roots? And this particular shloka, because it's towards the fag end, Brahmaji's prayers end with this shloka. Right? So this, whenever there is something which is ending, usually the starting and the ending are very crucial. So the ending more or less summarizes what all has been, what is the essence behind everything. And this is the last prayer of Brahmaji, where he is encouraging the demigods, or rather all of us, through his genuine prayers to the Supreme Lord, telling the solution to all problems has to be go to the roots, right? Even material existence is compared to what? It's compared to 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Purushottam Yoga. What is it? Oh, I will draw nicely, yes. It's compared to what? Banyan tree. Gurdhamulam Asaka. Of course, it doesn't look like banyan tree, that's another thing, but I'm just trying. Okay, let's draw 4 banyan trees. The point will be explained. There's a reason why I'm drawing this. Okay. 4 banyan trees. What is the purpose, Prabhuji? Let's apply different paths to this. The first path is the path of unrestricted enjoyment. Unethical, unrestricted enjoyment. What is going to happen? This tree of our material existence is simply going to grow. The roots are also going to go deeper. And there'll be fruits. Some will be good foods, some will be bitter fruits. The bitter fruits will be more. Right? Because what is being nourished is the 3 modes are providing that water. All right. Now here, let's do Karma Kanda. Karma Kanda teaches many techniques, shortcuts. Yes. So what the Karma Kanda does, these fruits which are grown because as a result of karma, the Karma Kanda, it eats up the fruits, especially the bad fruits, the bitter fruits. But what is the problem here? The problem is the fruits can grow again. Okay. Let's try the Jnana Marg, the path of knowledge. The path of knowledge burns the tree. So the entire tree is burnt off. Good. Yes, the fruits are also gone. The tree is also gone. But there's still a problem. What's the problem? The roots are still there. Then we apply the bhakti. Kechit kevalaya bhaktya vasudeva parayanaha agam dhunvant stikarsnena niharam iva bhaskara. 6.1.50. It is only the process of devotional service which uproots our material existence. Always go to the root. That is Vedic solutions. Vedic solutions all talk about going to the roots. It's never superficial. Going to the roots. Right? Always find out what is the root of all causes. Similarly, we need to understand what is the root of all happiness and bliss. So that's what Brahmaji is going to talk here. Yata hiskanda shakhana taror moolavasechanam evam aradhanam Vishnu sarvesham atmanaschahi. Yatahi, as indeed, skanda of the trunk, shakhanam and branches, taroho of a tree, moola, the root, avasechanam, watering, evam, in this way, aradhanam, worship, Vishnoho, Lord Vishnu, sarvesham, of everyone, atmanaha, of the super soul, chahi. So here, it is very clearly stated that all you have to do is yatahi skanda shakanam taror. Just like the branches, the branches and the trunk. Trunk is skanda, sakanam is branches of a tree, taror. Is sechanam. When you give water to the root, they are automatically nourished. We don't have to separately nourish the other parts of the tree. Similarly, just like that, evam aradhanam Vishnu. We have to do Vishnu aradhana. Usually, what do? People do demigod aradhana. But demigods are telling do Vishnu aradhana. Hare Krishna. Tell me. So who is speaking this? Hey, you people, ISKCON people, you teach about demigod worship. But we are not talking about demigod worship. If you tell no to demigod worship, you tell only Krishna worship. But demigods are telling this. We are not telling demigods whom you guys worship. They are all standing there in Shwetadeep, and this is their final conclusion. The leader of all the demigods. The leader of all demigods, Brahmaji, he's telling there is no need to worship demigods. So it's not we who tell don't worship demigods. It is the leader of all demigods, the creator, the secondary creator of this universe, Brahmaji, who's telling all of us there is absolutely no need to worship demigods if we do Vishnu Aradhana. So next time somebody tells us, hey, you ISKCON people tell not to worship demigods, you tell only Krishna, 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 show them this verse. Brahma Uvacha, what is Brahmaji telling? Please read, please understand, please apply. Hare Krishna. Right? Eva Aradhanam Vishnu. Thus, Eva means, see what is Prabhupada translated. Yes, in this way, this is the way. That's what he's telling. This is the way. Sarvesham Atmana Chahi. He is actually everyone's super soul. The soul has to connect to the super soul. Yesterday, I was in a college program, University of Manitoba. And the theme that we have taken, we do a little bit of kirtans. And in the beginning, we have meditation, guided meditation and pranayama. In the middle, we have some bhakti bites where we talk about the process of bhakti. And then we have some kirtans, and then we have a very nice snack. So 4 parts of the program, 15 minutes each. So yesterday's bhakti bites was about what is spirituality. For spirituality, the conclusion was a soul connecting to super soul, yoga. That connection is called as yoga. And that is the connection that will be established. That's what he's telling. Connect to super soul. We demigods are not super souls. Vishnu, Krishna is a super soul. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada. When one pours water on the root of a tree, the trunk and branches of a tree are automatically pleased. Similarly, when one becomes a devotee of Lord Vishnu, everyone is served. For the Lord is the super soul of everyone. So usually there are debates. The debates is which is superior, Manava Seva or Madhava Seva. Manav means human being. Seva means service. Madhava is the Supreme Lord, the husband of Goddess of Fortune, is called as Madhava. So people argue about this. People say Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. You serve man. That is service to God. This is the philosophy of the philanthropist. Yeah. And what is Shastra telling? Shastras are telling you serve God. You automatically serve everyone. Not only man, you serve all the 8.4 million species, including demigods, Gandharvas, Apsaras, Charanas, Vidyadharas, Asuras, Daityas, Danavas, everyone. Dogs, cats, trees, plants, everything. Everyone is served in this manner. Everyone is served. So once what happened? There was a Sankirtan group of devotees. They were going on the beach and doing kirtan. They were promoting their big pandal event. And one lady, she came there. You guys can't do that. And devotees asked, why? Because you see, these poor creatures, they're getting disturbed. But the devotees looked at, showed her, please look at those creatures, they're dancing, they're following us. It was actually happening. There were some seals and there were some fishes, big fishes. They were actually jumping and falling. They were also dancing to the tune. This lady seeing that, I said, okay, fine, all right, do it. And she went back, going back. But the Hare Krishna tune was so intoxicating, she turned back and even she started walking. So when you serve Krishna, everyone is served, right? Including the person who was apparently envious there. Not envious, we can say kind of concerned for the environment and all the creatures, poor creatures. But ultimately, she also started relishing the chanting. Happens. That's the power of Sankirtan. Purport by Divine Grace. इसी Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As stated in the Padma Purana. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnuradhanam param. Tasmat parataram devi tadiyanam samarchanam. Now, who is reciting this shloka? This particular shloka is between Shiva and Parvati. Again, what is the name of Shiva? There are many people who are Shiva Bhaktas. They call them Shiva Bhakta. Of course, Bhakta or Bhakti can only apply to Bhagavan. You cannot call it. You can say Shiva Upasak. Yes. We can say Shiva Aradhaks. Whatever. You want to make it English westernized. Arad, Aradhak, Sevak, Upasak. But we can never say Bhakt. Bhakt can only be applied to Bhagavan. Right? But what is Shiva telling? Your person, your object of worship, what is he saying? Aradhananam sarvesham. Of all the worships, Aradhana is worship. Vishnur Aradhanam Param. The best is the worship to Vishnu. This is whose version? Shiva's version. Tasmat Parataram Dem. But please understand, there's something better than that. Tadiyanam Samarchanam. The worship of his devotees. That is even superior. So who's telling this? Shiva. So he's telling very clearly, Vishnu Aradhana is best. That is something that has to be done. It is not anyone else who's telling. It's not we devotees of Krishna who are promoting. Shiva who himself is the best of the devotees. Nimnaganam yata Ganga, Devanam achyuto yata, Vaishnavanam yata Shambhu, Purananam idam tata. So this particular verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam very clearly says that Nimnaganam yata Ganga, of all the flowing waters, Ganges is the best. Devanam achyuto yata, the best person, the best master to worship. The best master is Achyuta or Krishna. And the best devotee who teaches how to worship is Shiva. Yes, and Puranana idam tata. And of the Puranas, which is the best? The Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the best Purana. Yes. So this is what Bhagavatam, this is what Purana, Padma Purana is also telling. And not only that, Shiva tells to his wife how to do Aradhana. How is Shiva doing his Aradhana or Bhakti? Ishvaro vacha Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanani. So he's telling that I keep chanting the Rama Nama. Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanani. By reciting one name of Rama, it's equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu. That's the power of Rama Nama. Then one may ask, Prabhu, what is the power of Krishna Nama? The Shastras go on to explain that one name of Krishna is equal to 3 names of Lord Rama. So one name of Krishna is equal to 3,000 names of Vishnu. See, that is the power of one Krishna Nama. Correct? That's the power of Krishna Nama. So he's very clearly telling, of all types of worship, worship of Vishnu is the best, and better than the worship of Lord Vishnu is the worship of his devotee, the Vaishnava. Now one may say, just wanting to let you know, who is Shiva? Shiva is called as Mahadeva. He's the best among demigods, and he's the best among devotees, and he's also very great demigod. That's what it means. Best demigod. And this is his version to worship Vishnu. Everyone is telling to become a devotee of Vishnu or Krishna. Now Prabhupada talks about the plight of today's society. There are many demigods worshipped by people who are attached to material desires. Kamaistaste jnana prapadyante devata. Yes, this is very clearly told by Krishna also. Kamaistaste jnana. Because of kama or materialistic desires. The heart is full. You open the heart of materialistic people, they're full of materialistic desire. So prapadyante, they go to Anya Devata. In fact, Anya Devata can also refer to many, many demigods. Anya also refers to they go to someone other than me. They don't come to me. That's what Krishna is trying to say. Yes. Their jnana, their knowledge is actually in one sense distorted. It's not destroyed, it's distorted by materialistic desires. Material desires will distort that knowledge. You will not be able to have knowledge, proper spiritual knowledge, or who is supreme when there is material desires. And what is the actual feeling in the heart of materialistic desires? People who have material desires, they are embarrassed. The height of embarrassment is something that's coming soon in the 9th canto. How many of you heard about Yayati Maharaj? You heard about him? Yayati? He is a king who comes in the 9th canto. He was going on a conquest ride. He was riding and going. And just then he felt like drinking water. He goes to the side of the ladies to drink water. There's a ladies' side, there's a men's side. For drinking water, for bathing, everything in the Vedic times. And there in the well, he finds somebody. Whom does he find? He finds a lady called as Devayani. And she's naked there. Please find out from the Bhagavatam. Because she had a fight with her friend, who was a Shatrani. She took her clothes and threw her in the well naked. That's what Kshatriyas do. Because as a Brahmani, Devayani was the daughter of Shukracharya. She had spoken a lot of ill words. For Sharmishta had actually taken her clothes during a bath. Their clothes got interchanged because suddenly Shiva and Parvati came there. So they saw Shiva, immediately they wanted to wear some dress. So whatever dress was there, they just caught and wore it. So Sarmishta, Devyani was offended that Sarmishta wore her dress. So she said, who are you Kshatriyas? We are Brahmanas. Now where did Kshatriya Brahmana come in friendship? You girls had gone together for a bath. Just because she took clothes, you made it a big effort that she called Kshatriyas what not. Your watchdogs outside our house. And Brahmanas speak through words, Kshatriyas show action. So she took Devyani and threw her in the well. Get lost. Naked to die. And that's where Yayati found her. And in Vedic times, if there's a handshake, Pani Grahanam, that means marriage has happened. If she said, I'm married to you. Now please accept me. And she goes to her father, tells everything. And then, okay, I'm just cutting the story short. So Shukracharya tells to Yayati that, okay, you marry my daughter And there are going to be so many other dasis you have. You can unite with anyone. I don't mind, but don't unite with this one girl, Sarmishtha, the enemy of my daughter. And of course, the condition was Shukracharya was about to curse the father, because father, you did not grow up the daughter properly. So King Rishaparva, the father of Sarmishtha, a friend, he came and first only offered Danvat Pranam. Please don't be angry on me. I'll do whatever you want. So Devyani said, I want this girl Sarmishtha. She was my friend now. Now I want her to be my dasi lifelong. So father, okay, please take. No problem. Take her. Let her be made servant. So that's how Sarmishta goes with her. So Shukracharya wants, you can unite with anyone, I don't mind. I don't care. But not with this girl, Sarmishta. And what does he do? He unites with her. And after that, Devyani gets to know. He gets to know after she gets 3 children from her. And she says, these children look like my husband, but they're not my children. Then little bit of research, she understands, oh my God, these are Sarmishta's children. She just leaves the home and goes in. And as soon as Shukracharya, he gets to know that Yayati has done like this, he curses Yayati, may you become old, invalid and impotent. You can no longer have sex. And this person starts crying. He goes, starts begging, please, I have not yet enjoyed sufficiently in my life. I want more enjoyment. And then he's embarrassed. That desire, that material, that's the whole point why I'm telling the story, is we can see that embarrassment. He's thoroughly embarrassed. He's an old man, he's become invalid. And now he's embarrassed because he has so many material desires. So what does Shukracharya do? He says, please reverse the curse. He says, I cannot reverse the curse, but you can go and exchange your age with someone. He said, who will want to exchange age? Let me go to my children. So can you imagine the father going to his children and telling, I want to enjoy more sex with your mother. Please give me your age. Isn't this embarrassing? I'm sorry for being very graphic here, but it's very embarrassing. He had to go to first son, he refused. Of course, he refused out of good principle. The first son was Yadu. Yadu was a principled person. He refused because he knew that tomorrow, much later, Krishna will be known as Yadunandan. He's going to come in my family. So if I give up my youth, then Krishna will not be known as Yadunandan. No, I cannot. So he had a principle. Then there were 3 more younger brothers of his. Those 3 people, they said, no, we want to enjoy. So their goal or their intention of not giving their age was material. So they are condemned. Then finally, he had to go to the youngest son. Can you imagine? Youngest son. His name was Puru. Please give me your age. I want to enjoy more. How embarrassing. After 4 children being rejected, 5th one going there, and of course, Puru is a good soul. He says, Uttamas Chintam Kuryam Proktakari tu Madhyama Adama Shraddhaya Kuryata Karto Achretam Pichu. I am so sorry, Father. Instead of you coming, be embarrassed like this. Now see this. You're so embarrassed you have to come and ask me this. I should have come and offered you my age as a good son. I should have come and offered you. That would have been less embarrassing. So having material desire itself is embarrassing. I could have given a simple example. Simple example is you want to gulab jamun. You go to the serving table. Prabhu, one more gulab jamun. Sorry, this is limited. Oh, no. How many of you experienced that? Something like that. This is limited, Prabhu. Only one for every devotee. Then you still have that desire. It was so tasty. You go to kitchen. Prabhu, are there some gulab jamuns remaining? Please, oh, this gulab jamuns for evening program now. Exactly, some 50 people are going to come. We exactly have 50 gulab jamuns. Can I just get one gulab jamun, please? Don't you feel embarrassed? This is a simple example. I gave a very graphic one through Yayati. So material desires itself are an embarrassment. And we have been embarrassed sufficiently in this life because of our material desires. So certain desires have to be tolerated and, kicked out. But the spiritual desires is something that we can definitely cultivate. They will never embarrass us. Is there any problem, Prabhu? I want to distribute today 1,000 books. Hari bol, very nice. But I could, coming back, how many you did? I could do only 100. It's not embarrassment. You tried to chase for the rhino. Nice, Prabhu. Aim for the sky and you may at least reach the top of the tree. Something like that. So spiritual desires will never embarrass us. Oh, I want to chant 192. What happened? I chanted only 92. No praise. That's glorious. No problem. There is absolutely no problem with spiritual desires. Material desires cause great embarrassment. And embarrassed are these people, they go to demigods. People are embarrassed with so many desires, they worship Lord Shiva, Brahma, Goddess Kali, Durga, Ganesh, and Surya to achieve all results. I just want to read one section of Bhagavad. I need one devotee who can read clearly, crisp, clear, loudly, and little swift in such a way that people understand the desires and the particular reading that we're doing. Anyone can help me with that?
Sure.
Okay, we go for Her Grace Manjari Leela. Yes, please read.
Hare Krishna. Not able to see the screen yet.
Should I increase the font? Yeah, I can.
It's coming up.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare. One who desires to be absorbed in the impersonal Brahmajyoti effulgence should worship the master of the Vedas, Lord Brahma or Brihaspati, the learned priest. One who desires powerful sex should worship the heavenly king Indra. And one who desires good progeny should worship the great progenitors, called the Prajapatis. One who desires good fortune should worship Durga Devi, the superintendent of the material world. One desiring to be very powerful should worship fire. And one who aspires only after money should worship the Vasus. One should worship the Rudra incarnations of Lord Shiva if he wants to be a great hero. One who wants a large stock of grains should worship. Can you scroll up, Prabhu? Worship the horizon and the earth combined. One who desires to be beautiful should worship the beautiful residents of the Gandharva planet. And
You should be this here. Manu?
I'm not able to see.
I've highlighted.
Oh, one who wants a large stock of grains should worship Aditi. One who desires to attain the heavenly planets should worship the sons of Aditi. One who desires a worldly kingdom should worship Vishvadeva. And one who wants to be popular with the general mass of population should worship Sadhya demigod. One who desires a long span of life should worship the demigods known as the Ashwini Kumaras. And a person desiring a strongly built body should worship the earth. One who desires stability in his post should worship the horizon and the earth combined. One who desires to be beautiful should worship the beautiful residents of the Gandharva planet. And one who desires a good wife should worship the Apsaras and the Urvashi society girls of the heavenly kingdom. One who desires...
I'll put it here, yeah.
One who desires domination over others should worship Lord Brahma and the head of the universe. One who desires tangible fame should worship the personality of Godhead. And one who desires a good bank balance should worship the demigod Varuna. If one desires to be a greatly learned man, he should worship the Lord Shiva. And if one desires a good marital relation, he should worship the chaste goddess Uma, the wife of Lord Shiva.
Manjari Leela Mataji, thank you for reading. Please keep your mic on. How did you feel after reading all this?
Oh, there's so many different types of things. If someone wants, you worship all these different demigods for different desires that one has.
That's your reflection. But how's your feeling?
The feeling I think is what if you have more than that, just one desire? You worship like 10 different demigods together, and there's not really one focus. Then it's all about you, not worshiping the god, like demigod. It's about you.
First time I read this, I felt overwhelmed. Overwhelming experience. My God, so much. So now I'll just relieve you by reading this one. The very famous, yeah. Please read this. This is a famous shloka.
Person who has broader intelligence, whether he be full of all material desire, without any material desire, or desiring liberation, must by all means worship the supreme whole, the personality of Godhead.
Very good. Broader intelligence, which means previously all those people are dull intelligence. So they are dullards who went for all that. It's exhausting. Thank you, Sri Upanishad Mataji. She's very clear. It's very exhausting. You just by reading, you felt exhausted. By doing the worship, actually, how will you feel? But it was relieved, right? Akama sarva kamo va moksha kamo udaradi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. However, one can achieve all these results simultaneously just by worshipping Lord Vishnu. You don't have to keep going here. So Vishnu worship is like supermarket. You get the spiritual desires fulfilled, and material desires and material prosperity will automatically follow the spiritual prosperity. So this Krishna consciousness is the supermarket. This is testified even in Bhagavad Gita 2.40. Yavan artha udapane sarvata samplatodike. Yavan sarveshu bhuteshu brahmanasya vijanatah. You come and do the process of Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga, you get everything fulfilled. You get results of karma, jnana, yoga, anything and everything. You get it in Bhakti. So just focus on this one thing and you get everything. As stated elsewhere in the Bhagavatam, this is actually the statement of Narada Muni. This is Narada to Prachetas. Now, who is Narada again? He roams everywhere. He is a person who has a maximum traveling experience. He visits immigration the most often. Customs, immigration, everywhere. He has the maximum stamp on his passport. Of course, he doesn't need a passport or visa, but he has everything. So what is his experience? The person who has traveled every part of the creation. Yatha tarormula nishechanena tripyanti tatskandabhujopashaka pranopahara yatendriyanam tataiva sarvahanam achyutejya. This is exactly the repetition of this verse. Just like the tree, the root of a tree has to be watered. Same word, see? Tripyanti. It is going to satisfy what? The tree's trunk and the branches, everything. Branches, sub-branches, everything will be satisfied. Tripyanti. Just by watering the root of the tree. Similarly, pranopahara yatendriyana. All the indriyas, the senses and the limbs of the body will be satisfied completely by upahara prana, by feeding the stomach. Ahar, you feed the stomach, all the senses are going to be active. Tataiva sarvahanam achyutejya. Similarly, by worshipping Achyuta, Lord Vishnu, you can satisfy everyone. Everyone will be satisfied by worship of Vishnu. That's the whole thing. So thus, water the roots. Lord is the root. Now this is going to be a very powerful message. Krishna consciousness is not a sectarian religious movement. Please note it. It's a very, very amazing statement. There are many movements in this world. Correct? This movement, every day some movement is created. A group of people gather, they have a movement. Religious movement, they last for a longer time. Any kind of religious following, yeah, they last for a longer time because the cause is the highest in terms of in the sense. But non-sectarian religious movement, usually religious movements, they create hatred among some other party because they're sectarian. They create fanaticism. But if you see the non-sectarian religious movement, this is who we are. We're not sectarian. We don't restrict. The entry is not restricted. The goal is focused, but the entry point is not restricted. So we are one of the, we can say Prabhupada was asked many times, have you come here to make us all Hindus? And Prabhupada said, we have come here to make you better Christians. That's a broad understanding. Prabhupada would be asked, which is the best religion? Prabhupada would say, the best religion is that religion which teaches you to love God. And he meant it. And once Prabhupada was asked, what is the goal? What is the agenda behind all of you? Why are you doing all these things? Sarvepi sukhinas santu sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukkhato bhavet. He made it very clear. Sarvepi sukhinas santu. We want to see everyone is happy. That's the goal of our Krishna consciousness movement. Everybody is happy. Sarvepi sukhinas santu. We don't have any other goal. And Srila Prabhupada meant it and he did it. He did it. How many of you seen photographs of Prabhupada with devotees? Many photos are there. Have you seen? And usually we see Prabhupada there. But for a change, I request you to look at the devotees around. And you can see how happy they are. So wherever he went, he made people happy. Anyone who was around Prabhupada, you will always see they were all happy. They were happy despite being bombarded with heavy words. They were happy despite being overburdened with services. They were happy despite being beaten with heavy chastisements. But still, they were all happy. Yes, they were all happy. I would say they are all happy. Those connected to Prabhupada through his Vani, even today they are happy. Yes. Rather, it is meant for all embracing welfare activities of the world. All right. So now, I would like to request devotees to kindly say that from an outsider's point of view, how is ISKCON society as an Prabhupada's organization doing the welfare activity for the world at large? Can anyone please help us with pointers? I'm waiting. Okay, sharing Vedic Shastric teachings to all, not restricted. Okay, educating, providing spiritual education. That is also seen as good because nowadays people recognize that the spiritual quotient of the society is going down. It's degrading. And this is a very concerning matter for many. And ISKCON is uplifting the spiritual values. Very good. Helping learn purpose of life. Yes, giving a purpose. Giving a purpose and meaning to people's life. Food for life. Very good. Prasadam distribution and Amrit program. Food for life. Very nice. That's seen as a very good welfare activity. Realize the presence of God and who actually they are. Yes, we are, but the ISKCON as a movement is educating people about themselves. Yes, Swatattva, Paratattva, yes. Answers to many questions. Cow protection, yes. Very nice. ISKCON is protecting cows, the most important uh, class of beings. We can't call cow as animal. Once, many times, devotees give lectures. They say cow is not an animal, cow is mother. Yes, so I address them as beings. Reading Shastras daily, Bhagavatam, yes, sharpening the intellect of the society by reading Bhagavatam. Farm communities, because Prabhupada said ISKCON is going to be the hope for the world in its darkest hours. In the darkest hours, it's going to be the hope for the world. Then all this material civilization is going to collapse. Where are people going to go? Back to the farms. ISKCON has that blueprint. Harinama chanting, this is going to be great stress buster. Yeah, thank you. Simple living, high thinking. Reasoning behind the four regulative principles. Rising everyone to high consciousness, increasing the consciousness. True. So many things. We can call it the value education program, not just for the children, but for the adults as well. Yeah, mental peace. So many things. So many things are being done. Correct? So we are actually doing the real welfare activities and most importantly, connecting everyone to the Supreme Father, the lost children, the children who are lost from the parents. The best activity you can do to them is connect them back to the parents. See, one can enter this movement without discrimination in terms of caste, creed, religion, nationality. Anyone can come and join this Krishna consciousness movement. When Prabhupada was in Africa, South Africa, and he could see that the gathering out there was a bunch of Indians, Indian Gujarati businessmen. They were there. Prabhupada said, "Where are the locals?" And Brahmanand Prabhu, heading all the devotees, they said, "Oh, they don't come, Prabhupada." Prabhupada said, "Just open the doors." They opened the doors and Prabhupada started kirtan. Everyone started to come inside. Yes. So keep the kirtan on and keep the doors open, and we'll find magic happening. If one is trained to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, who is the origin of Vishnu Tattva, one can become fully satisfied and perfect in all aspects. I think this is what we are striving for. We are striving for satisfaction and perfection. These are the two directions in which the material society is putting effort. Correct? Material society is trying to gain satisfaction through different entertainment industry. They want people to be satisfied. Yes, technology, perfection. They're trying to keep on upgrading the technology, trying to make it a perfect society. But these are all externals. Till the time the training is not given to worship the Lord. No matter how much entertainment and technology, because these things keep developing. There are two aspects. Correct? Entertainment, technology, food industry. People think, okay, we'll have instant foods. Yes, perfection in terms of infrastructure. Will improve the infrastructure. So these things don't satisfy the soul. They can tempt the mind for some time, but ultimately they will frustrate. The satisfaction and perfection is tried by everyone. Everyone is trying this perfect satisfaction and perfection. But this full satisfaction and perfection is only when we are trained to worship Lord. Because perfection of a whole part, we are part and parcels of Krishna, right? What is the success of a part? It is going and connecting with the whole. The success of a screw is to go to its particular place. So that is perfection. And that perfection will give us satisfaction also. Satisfaction is when we are doing what we are meant to do. And souls, it's natural for us to do Krishna Bhakti. Okay. So I'd like to pause here and request devotees, if they have any questions, comments, they can ask.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, wonderful class again. What are the roots? Maybe I will request the devotees to raise their hands for any realizations or questions to this Prabhuji.
Thank you, Sudhakar Prabhu. Yes, Her Grace Swamini Gopi Mataji. Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all praise to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Prabhuji. Very nice. Prabhuji, I have a small question. I don't know why it's been a long time. I was thinking about it. We all know that Lord Shiva likes Rama, he does the Rama mantra. And we know that Krishna mantra is more powerful than Rama mantra. Then why come Lord Shiva does not do Krishna mantra?
For the same, Hanuman doesn't do. It's natural. Bhishmadev knew Krishna is the highest, but his goal was the four-handed form of Narayan, because it was natural for him. That was his rasa. Yes, so we don't have to. Bhakti is all about being natural. Krishna mantra is highest. Krishna is the supreme personality of God. It is even Hanuman, Bhishma, and Murari Gupta, who's Hanuman again, Shiva, they all know it. But they're naturally attracted to their respective deity forms. And it is Krishna only who appears to them in that particular form. Right? Yad yad diyata urugaya vibhavayanti tat tad vapu pranayase tad anugrahaya. So whatever form the devotee wants to worship the Lord in, that particular form the Lord loves to appear in front of the devotee. In Hari Varsha Prahlad, he knows Krishna is the highest, but his Ishta is Narsimha. So he glorifies Narsimha Dev. Even in Chaitanya Leela, there is Pradyumna Brahmachari. Sometimes he's called as Narsimha Brahmachari. He's a devotee of Mahaprabhu, but he loves the form of Narsimha Dev Bhagwan. Getting it right? So that's natural for them.
Prabhuji. Got it. Thank you so much. But the power is more in Krishna, right, Prabhuji? That's what my question was.
Yes, and somehow that is a Shastra, it's a Shastric statement to glorify Krishna now. And not to reduce the, I can say, the glory of other now. It's not for that purpose. It's to glorify Krishna Kirtan. And one more thing, we have to understand that Prabhupada says very clearly in the 9th canto Bhagavatam, towards the end of certain chapters, he says that even if somebody is a devotee of Rama, if he chants Hare Krishna Mahamantra can take you to Rama also. Because Hare Krishna Mahamantra will avoid you your Swarup. That's the power. Rudra came from Brahmaji, then how Shiva and Shambhu is different? Who is our Shivji? Our Shivji. Okay, fine. I'll take this particular question. I'll try to answer this in drawing format. We need to understand there is a personality of Mahasankarshan. The Mahasankarshan, before that Chaturvya I'm not explaining right now, expands as Sadashiv and Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu is the personality from whom the universe are created. Sadashiv is the personality who is the security officer of Vaikuntha. He guards the Vaikuntha. This is Mahesh Lok. And Mahavishnu's glance upon the Prakriti. That glance is an incarnation of Sadashiv called as Shambhu. The Shambhu Tattva is also called as Kala Tattva, Kala and Kali. And this Shambhu expands into every universe and especially appears from the eyebrows of Brahma. That Shambhu is called as Rudra. And there are 11 Rudras, out of which the prominent Rudra is Rudranam Shankaras Chasmi. Krishna says Shankara. So one out of that 11 Rudra is Shankara. And Shankara, when he bears Mother Ganges on his head, he comes to be known as Jepadala Ibo Shiva, Shivatvalovila. He becomes Shiva. Correct? Shankar becomes Shiva, Gangadhar or Shiva. You're all right? Okay. I need to transition to another lecture. So I'll take this as the last question. Who is Shiva then? We told you, right? He's only Shiva.
This might be a silly question, but I wanted to ask you, why in the text do they always say worship of Vishnu and not Krishna? Is the knowledge so intimate? That's why they're saying Vishnu and not Krishna?
Krishna's official name is Vishnu. Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu. That's his official name. At home they call him Krishna. His official name on certificate, on records, on identity card, iCard, everything is Vishnu.
So we can always see that. So even if we see any of the deity forms of the Lord, even in the south.
Vishnu Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavate Namo Namaha. And there we are asking for what? Morai Abhilash, Vilas Kunja Diyovas. Where is Vishnu in Vrindavan? That is our Krishna is only Vishnu. Okay, that's his official name.
Thank you.
Balaji bro, I want to take your question, but I need to immediately transition to another class. Is it okay? We can discuss some other time. Thank you, Prabhu, for being merciful. I have to make a move. 2 minutes, there's another class. Thank you so much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam. समस्त गौर भक्तवृंद की जय वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His grace Sanatana Dharma Prabhu ji ki jai. Thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. We'll end the call here, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.